What's going on, YouTube? Making a quick video here talking about Gen Z being absolutely dumpstered in the job market. It's a hot topic right now. Honestly, before I started the video, I had to look up what generation I was because I did not know. For some reason, I always thought I was Gen X, but I'm in the same boat you guys are apparently. Gen Z all the way. Not proud of it. I don't know. Let's jump right into it.
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because, like, I have been unemployed for 3 months. I'm not eligible for unemployment because I just moved here. Um, I am so stressed out. Like, this has never happened to me before. Like, I've always
Honestly, her mentioning not having a job, like the stress that comes with it. I have had a job straight out of college since. So 3 years, a little over 3 years. Had a job lined up before college, but even to have the job lined up as I got out of college was a stress relief. So I can't even imagine you come out of college or you're really in a rough spot looking for the job and you can't find it. I can see that really stacking up on you honestly pretty quick. Wouldn't take much.
had a job. Like, I was an honor student, like third in my class, so successful in
That
high
shit
school
does
and
not matter
college.
anymore.
I have a bachelor's degree in poli-sci. I have 2 years of experience in mental health.
Poli sci degree is not going to get you very far, bub. It's just not going to do it these days. I've said it in videos in the past. STEM's where it's at. I mean, if you're going to college, just go STEM or don't go. Trade or STEM these days, it seems like.
I'm a great worker. I'm so organized, but nobody will even give me an interview. And I was crying on the phone with my mom because I was like, what if I literally can't find a job? Like, I've been applying for months. Like, I literally can't find anything. Like, what am I gonna do?
You and
Like,
everybody
am
else,
I just
dog.
gonna live with my parents for the rest of my life? Because, like, I'm not kidding you. I literally cannot get an interview anywhere.
It's a pretty big worry though, because honestly, if I was in this lady's spot and I had to, one, go back and live with my parents, I would. One, I would. I would live in a box. Like, not even kidding. I would live in my car before I live in my parents' house again. I just refuse to do that. Uh, I wouldn't say I maybe go homeless, like straight up, like I'm on the street. Like that's worst case, obviously, but it's just not happening. Can't do it. Can't do it. If you got to do it, hey, it is what it is. I'm just saying my personal home life. I wasn't hitting the hitting up the old high school bedroom, dude. I'll tell you that.
Anywhere. And I have applied to hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs in the past few months. I literally don't know what to do. Like, I'm genuinely so scared. Like, I really am terrified. Like, I don't know what is happening in the world right now, but like, I am a good candidate. I don't know what's happening.
She's a hard worker and all that. Yeah, maybe you are a great candidate. That's awesome. But the reality is, I just before I started this, googled this real quick. The results are insane, man. I mean, just look, result after result after result. Gen Z asking too much. Stereotypes. Hardest hardest generation to work with. I clicked one of these articles and one. I mean, MSN. Jesus Christ, tone the ads down, bub. And I'm not clicking through all these, but it's not very complex to see what's going on here. Why they're turning them down. Lack of experience. Every job you ever apply to, they ask for experience. That's a common trope. Go on Indeed, starting intro job. Give me 5 years experience, please. Thank you very much. Oh, ad, beautiful. Skills mismatch. This is something I saw on in Twitter comments, in YouTube comments multiple times lately, where older people saying they're interviewing for jobs, trying to hire, are having Gen Z people, which I'm at the very peak of the Gen Z, like the oldest Gen Z people, 26, 27, have no tech skills, which I don't understand. I mean, I got the computer in front of me here. I didn't have a computer when I was a young kid, but like grew up pretty much all throughout high school on computers. That's all we did. Typing class, all that. Apparently, the younger Gen Z kids have a problem and they just know how to use phones and tablets and shit, and that's it. Um, and that doesn't translate to a work environment. You don't use a tablet, you don't use touchscreen, anything. Everything's on a computer pretty much. And if you don't know how to use a computer, you're pretty much fucked. And I've seen literally two, three different comments from different people, which it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's way too many, of people mentioning that they've hired Gen Z people that don't know how to copy and paste, don't know how to control C, control V, copy paste, which is like day one computer shit. Like if you've ever touched a computer, it's just what it is. I know Gen Z seems like they're having a hard time right now. It's it's every younger generation. The millennials had the same problem. I mean, 5, 6 years ago, you would go through and read all these things about how the millennials are pretty much fucked. Everybody's fucked, and all jokes aside, you kind of are. Uh, yeah, I mean, shit's just tough right now, and that's what I want to get into here. It's not that complex. This is where your problem lies. Job openings, hires. There's a big gap. These jobs aren't real. A lot of these jobs aren't real. Here's another chart illustrating it. Job openings. Openings. These jobs are on the internet. They don't exist. Okay, and people are starting to come around to this idea. Ghost jobs is what the trendy term is right now. It's pretty bad. Companies are incentivized to keep these jobs up. They're data farming you on Indeed and all these other websites. Allegedly, Indeed. Don't come after me, please. Um, or they're building up like a stable of good recruits when they actually need the job. And the job's not open right then, and it's not going to be open, but when it does, maybe they'll come back to you later on. And then obviously you got people like that girl in the first video. You got a poli sci degree. What do poli sci people even fucking do? Political science degree. I don't I don't know what you even use that for. You go work in the government, or you're a teacher or something like that. You teach another class of college kids poli sci that then can't find a job either. Like, I'm not trying to hate on her too much, but your degree is just not where it's at. I mean, could have went for underwater basket weaving, man. And then I wanted to go to this video because it's kind of the opposite of this first chick.
Able to find a job. I feel like if you are not
Same
currently
vein,
looking
but
for a job right now in today's job market, then you will not understand how actually hard it is to find a decent paying job.
yes,
Even if you have all the credentials, I have 2 degrees, I have experience, I have a good resume, I have it all, and I'm still not.
I'd love to hear which one of her degrees is poli sci because this is the kind of shit we're doing. It doesn't matter how many degrees you have if the degree isn't worth something. You gotta make it worth something. You got my degree, civil engineering. Right now, it's a pretty hot degree to have. Not very many people went into engineering. Everybody who was smart or good at math and computers, they got told to do computer science, computer engineering. Uh, I don't know how that's going to turn out. Seems like it's a little oversaturated right now, and tech people are getting laid off left and right. And then we'll see who AI can take all their jobs from. I don't know. Might be me, might be the computer people, might be everybody. But mine worked out pretty well. Can't guarantee every engineering degree is going to work out well. But like I said, STEM, not literature, not history. You want to be a teacher? Hey, I really appreciate it. But one, have fun. Good luck finding the job. You can probably find the job, and you're gonna get paid 45 grand a year, 50 grand a year if you live not in a big city. So just know what's coming. It's a couple clicks away. You can find it. Open a couple tabs. Go look for it. You got to know what's going on because otherwise you end up doing this shit.
Still not able to find anything. And people ask me, like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your, like, dream career? What's your dream job? And honestly, I don't have one. I don't dream of working. I don't want to work. There's no career or job that I can think of that I would be like, oh, I would love to do that every single day and spend more of my time there than in my home that I pay a crap ton of money for. Like,
No shit, lady. Nobody wants to work. Like, I don't want to go to work. I don't even mind my job. It's a little boring sometimes. I make good money, in my mind. You can judge that for yourself, I guess, if you make good money or not. No shit. Nobody wants to work. It's called work for a reason. It's not fun. Your job is not fun unless you're a fucking... What do you want to be, a pro athlete? Yeah. I wanted to be in the NFL when I was a little kid, too. Doesn't work out that way. Doesn't shake out. Obviously, I mean, she explains in the rest of the video here, but the work is a means to an end. Yeah. Find a job you love. Never work a day in your life. That was bullshit. That's not real. Not really. You might get lucky a little bit. Your job might be pretty good. That's, I think, where you should aim for. Pretty good, not great.
no, I don't dream of working.
Nobody does.
My dream life, my dream day is to wake up by the beach or some body of water and drink my coffee and read my book, then take an afternoon nap and then read my book inside and then have a nice dinner. That's my dream daily life. But I know in order to get there, I need some kind of money.
There you go.
And Monopoly money won't work. So that
Correct.
means I have to get a good paying job. But those are not available.
Not available to you. Apparently, the job openings are there. They're telling you. Like I said, that's bullshit. That's all bullshit. That's not real. But you got to make yourself marketable. You got to be desirable right now. I've made videos in the past about this. Last 6 months I've been talking about this. Shit's going to get tougher because of this right here. Unemployment, baby. We're ticking up. It's going to keep ticking up. This is COVID for you. That's 2008. You see this right here? Where we're curving. We're curving on up, huh? What's that look like? I wasn't even old enough to remember this shit, really. Pretty sure my mom and my stepdad lost their house right there. Couldn't afford it anymore. Had to sell it. Or we're getting foreclosed on. Remember this? Were you old enough to remember this? Most of you Gen Z people, if I'm the oldest of the Gen Zs, don't remember this. That's Great Recession. That's 2008, housing market crisis. All that. This little curve we got going on. Nice little curve we're building up to right here. You don't see that in this nice period between 2008 and COVID. We're on the upswing, baby. Shit's going to get tougher. You think it's tough now? It's going to get worse. I hope for your sake, if you're watching this video, you're prepping. You're preparing yourself, trying to make yourself, like I said, valuable. Keep your job. Get a good job. Make as much money as you can. Save as much as you can. Got to. But in reality, this is where I think we're heading. When will it come? I don't know. But this sped up pretty quick. This was a period of a year. This spike was a year. We're building. Obviously, COVID. Ignore COVID. That's Black Swan. We can ignore that. But I want to jump to this guy because he explains these ghost jobs. He was a person, apparently, getting paid to make them. So that was interesting.
That is because I can't do that. But I am going to talk about what I can talk about because I read through my NDA. I
NDA,
used
fun
to post
stuff.
ghost jobs, which are fake jobs to encourage our current employees to work harder. These jobs will be fake jobs, so you can apply for the listing, but not actually get hired. They're called ghost jobs. You're probably wondering, I applied for all these places, why am I not getting callbacks? You might have applied for a ghost job, which isn't a real job. It's just put there to show that we're looking for new hires at higher rates.
That's a new wrinkle. I didn't even think about that one. Incentivize your existing employees by saying there's more jobs open and they could replace you if needed. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. These companies are fucking shitty. A lot of the times it is what it is. And I wanted to make this video in general because I have my own personal story dealing with this recently. Like I said, not me personally, but my little sister has been in this limbo of young kid out of high school-ish, couple years looking for a job, trying to find something. No college degree, got the high school diploma, and that's it. So went to like the technical center, career technical center around where we're at, and she was struggling, trying to find a job, applying to all these places. She's saying, I'm obviously, that's my family. I'm gonna try to help her in any way I can. I'm looking over the resume. I'm like, here's what you need to do. Do a little bit of this, do a little bit of this, tweak some stuff. Apply to these jobs. Don't apply to these. Don't waste your time. The thing that ended up working. And obviously, I mean, she got just a retail job. It's not a great job. It is what it is. You need a job, period. Take that job while you look for a better job. One step to the next. Doesn't matter. The thing that got the job, she went into the store and walked in and said, who's the hiring manager? Can I talk to him? I need a job. I'm looking for a job. Are you guys hiring? That is what got you there. Not implying on Indeed. And I get that this sounds like boomer advice, shit, old people advice of like, go up in there, shake somebody's fucking hand, all that. The people who are running these places are the old people. So in a lot of ways, that might just work, honestly. If you're in this situation like this guy's talking about and you're applying to ghost jobs that aren't real on the internet, you're not going to get anywhere. You can apply to 1,000 of them, just like the first girl said. 1,000,000 of them. Keep applying. Doesn't matter. It's not going to save you. And honestly, yeah, it's sad. It sucks. It really does. I'm myself looking here soon probably at switching jobs just to be a little closer to family, closer to home. I already got the job lined up and everything like that, so I didn't have to go through this. But the way I came through that job was through personal connections. No job search, none of that. There is what I do for work. It doesn't exist where I really live, so it's a little bit different for my case. Civil engineering, you don't really just go on Indeed, but I get hit up by recruiters all the time. I'm sure if I applied to those jobs the recruiters are talking about, I might end up in the same boat. I guess they think we're lazy. I don't know. Us Gen Z, apparently. I don't know. You guys got to let me know what you think. This shit's just crazy. It's tough. It's going to get tougher. Leave a like if you liked the video. Got something out of it. Dislike it if you didn't. Let me know why. And catch you guys tomorrow. It's Friday.